My name is CJ Van Wieren. I am currently in my 12th year here in Whitehall in the district, and in my first year as superintendent. I am married to Lindsay. We will be celebrating 15 years this summer. She is originally from Cadillac, Michigan. She played volleyball at Ferris, and so she was a business marketing major there, and that's kind of how we met. We have since had 3 children, all 3 of them. 2 of them attend Whitehall right now. One of them will next year as he's finishing up preschool. So Emerson is 9, she's in 4th grade over at Ely. Quinn is 7, and she's in 2nd grade at Shoreline. And then Bowen just turned 5 last week, and like I say, he's finishing up preschool and will start kindergarten next year. I am an avid outdoorsman. Love to be outside. We really enjoy the boat in the summertime and getting on the lake as much as possible. We have a cabin up north that we like to get to, and some property to run around on. And so just anything that we can do outside is awesome, and kids are really taking a liking to it too. And so to be able to experience that stuff with them is even better. Yeah, so moved out west, went to Ferris, then moved out west. It was at a time it was pretty difficult to get a teaching job in Michigan when I graduated from Ferris. And so my now wife had, we were dating then. She had obtained an internship with the Denver Post, and I had gotten a teaching job, and we had some friends from college that lived out there. So we just made the move and got out of Michigan for a few years. I would say, after the first couple years in Denver, it was probably we're never coming home. We love it out here. We love the mountains, all the things to do, all of that. But as you get older, and we got married and started talking about a family or things like that, and our entire family had still resided in Michigan, and so we looked at some different options. Was fortunate enough when we were moving back that I was able to get in contact with some people from Whitehall and start some conversations, and they had a few job openings. So I came back and interviewed and was lucky enough to land one. So we moved back here to Whitehall, and at the time my wife didn't have a job, so she was looking. But the fact that I could land a teaching job was a success, and so been here since. So when I got hired in, what was it? It would have been 2012, I think, maybe 2013. I was a 5th grade teacher over at Ely. So I taught for 3 years at Ely as a 5th grade teacher, and then transitioned to the middle school principal role. I was there for 7 years at the middle school. Last year took on the athletic director and assistant superintendent role, and then now this year transitioning into the superintendent role. I think kids inspire me, and I think about that just in terms of I knew, I think at a fairly young age, probably early on in high school, that I wanted to be a teacher. I had some pretty special teachers in my life that were both teachers and then also coaches of mine, and I remember the impact that they made on my time in school, the connections and relationships that I had with them. I just knew, I feel like at a young age, like I wanted to have that same impact, or at least try and have that same impact on kids. So I knew at a young age I wanted to be in education, I wanted to coach, I wanted to teach, and it was just, how do we as adults make that positive impact on kids to try and give them more opportunities to better their lives and to prepare them for the world ahead of them. And so that still is in my line of work today, is kids are the inspiration, and giving them those opportunities, and hopefully after they're done with us in our K-12 system, they're prepared for a career that's going to then turn around and also make a positive impact. I think that if we could all strive for that, the world we live in would be a pretty great place.